Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be episode 18 of my Pig Farmer series. We are rocking and rolling. So welcome back in everyone. It's good to see you guys. I've done a lot of harvesting and stuff like that. I've harvested everything. Obviously it's October now. We're planting barley right now for the year. I waited until October to plant it because I wanted to do kind of a crop audit and see kind of where we were at. Excuse me, and what crops we should have more of and less of and that sort of thing. I also sold slurry, got about $44,000 for that. I bought more lime and digestate so we could continue to make some more solid fertilizer. And we did get a big barley harvest this year, which I'll talk about the harvest in a second, because obviously we bought this field for barley. We had these two barley, this barley, and this barley. These three were soy. We did sorghum here. This was also, what was that one? Also sorghum. Yeah, also sorghum. Okay, so that one was also sorghum. That's important to remember that. And that was the potatoes there. I've decided we need another potato field. That's why that's getting plowed right now, but we'll talk about that here in a second. The other thing I purchased, if we go here, nope. First off, this truck works great, by the way. And all those little Dodge trucks that I have are TLX trucks. They kind of look like Dodges, I'll be honest, but they all work great as well. I bought this guy because it was on sale, and now we have this set up here, good to go. And that means that this truck can just kind of retire next to our house and just kind of be decorative. But anyhow, so I bought that. It was like $45,000 for that truck, so a little pricey, but not too bad. And I wanted to get a truck for delivering stuff anyway. Someone actually left a comment about it, and I thought they were completely right since we struggled so much last time. So anyhow, now we have a nice big delivery truck ready to go for us. Yes, so that is kind of the main stuff. Now, harvest. Let's talk about our harvest. Let's get back over. Actually, let's get into here and see how this is going. Yeah, so far so good. So harvest for barley, we got 361,940 liters. Sorghum, 229,966 liters, soybeans, 78,190 liters, and potatoes, 411,479 liters. Now that's about 1,081,000 liters of product. Now, my goal is to get us to be making about 1.44 million or 1,440,000 liters of crops or pig feed. Because if you look in here, these pigs, which these ones both as a good example here, they went over just over 15,000 liters overnight. Now, most of the time, these were all full before. We get 12,000 there, 12,000 there, 14,000 for those ones, 12,000 there. All of our pigs, by the way, are all rocking and rolling. This one only, a few thousand there. So I estimate that on the worst case scenario, or pretty close to the worst case scenario, each one of these will consume about 15,000 liters per month, which totals to about 1,440,000 liters per year for all of the pens, consuming 15,000 liters a month. Now, some months they won't consume that much, but that's kind of where we need to be to kind of keep up with it. And I've noticed that we are slowly going down on pig food instead of having extra being produced. We're slowly going down. Now, obviously, we bought a new field last year, so we'll get a little bit extra this year. But again, we only made about 1 million liters, or just almost 1.1 million liters of pig food. Now, percentage-wise, if we think about our production in here, we go down here to our potatoes, to make 1,000 liters. So what percentage each of these crops go into it? So it's 50% potatoes, 20% sorghum, 20% barley, and 10% soy. Now last year, with what we harvested, the 1 million liters, that was 33% barley, which is more barley than we needed, which obviously I knew that'd be a little bit high. And it's okay if the barley's a little high because we also use barley to make seeds. So that can be a little bit higher than the rest of them. Sorghum came right in at 21%, which is right where it needs to be. Soybeans came in at 7%, so we need to bump that, and potatoes at 38%, so we need to bump that as well. So looking at it, if we look at the 1,440,000 liters, we need to make, again, another 400,000. We need to significantly increase, well, potatoes, we actually might need to increase more than just this field. What kind of stuff do we have growing? We have canola there. Canola's not going to be harvested until next year. And can we do anything with canola that's going to help us? Corn, barley, and wheat seeds. Is there what kind of crops we have that's not going to help us? We could do one of the wheat fields and buy that and use that for seeds next year. What's that ready to harvest over there? That's soybeans there. How much is that field? It's 371. So potatoes, I'm thinking we do this field and then field 26. So let's go ahead and just buy that. Field 26. So these are going to be our potato fields. So potatoes, that should make plenty of potatoes and then some for us right there. What do we have down there? Oh, that's parsnips. That's right. So that'll be, potatoes are good. Now soy, we need to slightly increase. So I have these three fields here, 4 fields here, sorry. To increase that, I think we make this a soy field. And I think that plus those, I think that will do the soy pretty good. Now this is sorghum, but that's not quite enough sorghum. It was enough this year, but we also had this field of sorghum this year. Maybe we do sorghum and sorghum. Well, we probably should increase it even more than that. We could do these 2 sorghum actually, and maybe buy a different soy field. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these fields are just almost too big to try to calculate what's going to happen. So maybe these 2 sorghum, and then soy, and then maybe we buy one of these to be soy as well. What is that one right now? That's parsnips. We talked about this. The only one that's actually useful is that one. That one actually would be useful right now, but I don't really want that field. So yeah, then I think we make this one. Can we afford it right now? We cannot, but we will be able to when we sell stuff. We buy this one, make that a soy field. So soy, and that should have soy right where it's at. Now barley, I think will be good with this field and these 2 fields. I think that's enough barley. We'll see, but I'm going to go with those 3, and we're going to call that good in terms of barley, since we had quite a bit extra barley this year, which we don't need quite that much extra. This is our big yield there, so that'll cut back a little bit. But yeah, those 3 fields barley. Okay, so I probably should write this down so I don't forget what we're doing. So barley, we're going to do fields 14, 16, 17. I know 16 and 17 are the same field, but just right for my sake. And 18. Sorghum, we talked about doing these 2, so 4 and 5. Soybeans, we can do 7, 8, 9, and 10, as we usually do, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we also wanted to add one, so we'll add, did we say 28 was what we're going to add? Maybe we do 27 instead, because then we can actually get, well, no, we're just going to plow over the wheat, aren't we? 27 is a better field. That has grass on it, doesn't it? Let's activate grass. Yeah, we could plow into that grass too. Let's take a look here. 100,000, 120. Yeah, let's just do, just to be safe, let's just do field 27. We'll buy that one. So 27, and then potatoes, we are going to do field 26, this one right here, 29 and 30. So 26, 29, and 30. And I think that will produce enough for us. So I'll keep to that plan, and we'll kind of go from there, and we'll compare our audits next year. But that's what I'm thinking we can make happen. I will continue to plow this. Let's fix this up here. But yeah, that is the plan. I will probably bring you guys back in when it is time to sell off our pig meat. So I'll bring you guys back in for that. But that's kind of what our plan is to get everything figured out. We will probably buy some upgraded equipment, which will probably be the thumbnail if we do end up doing that. But I'll see you guys here in just a bit. All right, everyone. It is late February evening. That sounds way weird to say February evening. But anyhow, we have 240,000 liters of pork, and we're going to get a decent price right there. So it'll all be good there. But yeah, this is the best time to sell. Actually, that looks almost like that could be suspiciously next year the best time to sell. Anyhow, okay. We're going to try to get this to all sell off as one unit. A little hard to see. So hopefully we'll fall down. There we go. They'll start going away on the front. Pull forward. It's like an art. I'm telling you, it's like an art to get them all to sell at one time. There we go, and $2 million worth of pork. I tell you what, off camera, to get to this point, just to do this episode, I have put 4, actually it's been more than 4. It has been 6 hours of off-camera work, so that feels really rewarding. I am going to put a break in here because no one wants to see this dark wintry storm garbage. I'm going to drive this back to the farm, put it in our truck shop, so I can chill there until next year when we make our annual pork sale. But yeah, I'll see you guys in probably April is probably what we'll do. I'll probably see you guys in April when we can start planting some stuff. So I'll see you guys then. All right. You know what time it is. It's shopping spree time. So first off, off camera, I bought this because it was 50% off. So it's the same one that we have already. Now we have two of them, which is sweet. So yeah. And then I also sold Slurry for $51,000, which is awesome. Now, to the store. Nothing on sale that we need here. One thing we're going to do right now, we're going to buy another one of these. We already own one. We're going to go with the bigger engine, 142,000. We're going to buy that. Now, the reason for that is it is going to pull this guy for now, just like the other one of these have. Now, if we go into our garage, eventually, this guy's going to get sold off, and this guy's going to get sold off. These two are going to get switched over to pulling potato planters, and possibly we'll get a third and a fourth potato planter. We'll see. But these guys are going to pull those for us. And then this guy is going to go ahead and start pulling these guys. Well, one of them, and then we'll buy a second one of those tractors to pull the other one. And then this guy is going to get pulled by a quad track, which is going to be great. So, yeah, that's the eventual plan. Now, the harvesters, these aren't worth a ton. We have anything leased? No, we don't. Okay. They're not worth a ton, these guys aren't. But eventually I do want to get, I know I said I want upgraded harvesters. We'll have to see if we can do it or not this episode. But the one thing I want to do right away is we're going to buy one of these guys, because this plus this is going to make fertilizing an absolute ease. Actually, I do like doing that because it ends up being a little bit more stable. Now we don't need fenders on it. Yeah, I think that's just fine. Do I have GPS on this map? I didn't even realize I had GPS installed. I should be using GPS. Do I actually have that? It's craziness. Didn't realize I had that. Okay, yep, that'll work just like that. I know that's an expensive piece of equipment. But we're going to go ahead and buy that. And then to go with it, this guy right here, which I'm just going to leave it at standard color. 42 meters at 60 miles an hour. That's pretty good. Now, I did consider going with this guy, because this guy's a little bit cheaper, or this guy, I guess, is a little bit cheaper here. However, this guy is only 28 meters, and it's only a little bit faster, so the 42 meters is just going to be worth it to me. We may end up getting a second one of those later. But, yes, so large tractors, where's the one that we have? Do we have one of these guys? Yeah, so 312 is going to be quite expensive for us to upgrade that. But I think we're good for planting for now. I am really well, we have actually the tractors for it, so we don't have to buy the tractors necessarily, but we probably should buy another potato planter, one of these guys right here. Yeah, we probably should buy one of those because we have a lot of potatoes to plant, and that's going to take us a while. So we'll buy that. That gives us quite a bit of stuff here. This guy, I'm just gonna don't look. Everything's fine. Yep, just like that. Everything's totally normal. Okay, we got some new pretty cool equipment here. Again, this is episode 18. We have 2 more after this episode. So by the end of next episode, I want to have everything we're going to buy pretty much. So we'll kind of have to see how that goes and where that's going to end up taking us. But this is really good for our planting. And again, I have the plan for what we're going to plant. Oh, we got to buy land. I forgot about that. What fields? So 14, 16. Looking through my list. 14, 16, 17, 18. Okay, sorghum's 4 and 5. Soybean is 7, 8, 9, 10, and 27. That's the field we need to buy down there. And then 26, 29, 30. Okay, so just this field. So that's not too bad. Let's buy that. 120,000. Okay. What does that have in it right now? It has wheat growing, which is kind of a shame that soy could be planted there. Yeah, there's no way we're going to get that wheat harvest and still get soy in it. So we're just going to have to plow over it, but that's fine. But okay, so that gives us plenty of stuff to do. Is that a sorghum field? Of course it is. Of course it is. Anyhow, that gives us enough stuff to do to get things going. I don't think we will have to buy any more land, quite honestly. It's possible, and I know I talked about kind of owning the map, but I don't think it'll be necessary. I think we have plenty because I don't really want to up our pig production anymore. We just have so many pigs. It's already enough to deal with them. So I think we're kind of good where we're at. But yeah, I will get everything planted and set. And maybe see you guys during harvest, or maybe using this thing for the first time. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see you guys here in just a bit, though. All right, you guys had to be here for the first run of this bad boy. So, yeah, had to bring you back in. But I do want to note, I did make a executive decision. So originally, these 4 soy fields plus this field were going to be all the soy fields. I said, why not sell these fields because they're all small and a pain to work on, specifically field 10. You can see I already started to plant it. I had that thought when I was planting it because I have to do a row there, then the worker can get it. So I bought this field over here because that's about the perfect size and a little bit bigger even than those 4 fields, I think. Well, those 5, sorry. So I think this will be better. And it already has soybeans planted in it. And it's already fully fertilized. And this field, which has wheat in it and is fully fertilized, we're going to leave it alone. And we're going to harvest the wheat off of it and make that into seeds. And then this will become another barley field, I think. And that might be potentially us selling this field because this field is also a pain to work on. And by this field, I mean these 2 fields. But anyhow, yes, so that's the plan. The potatoes here are fertilized. We're planting sorghum here and here. That'll be done soon. So I got really lucky. I didn't have to plant this field or this field this year. So that's all good. Oops, sorry, I wanted to stay in here. But yes, let's test it out. It's actually going at 17 miles an hour. It's only supposed to go at 16. Yeah, this is going to be a lot faster in terms of fertilizing than our previous equipment was. And I have decided what we're going to spend some of our $1 million that we have left on. I know some of what we're going to spend it on. Given you probably already know because it's on the thumbnail. Unless I don't know how to make thumbnails or I forget that. But I'm sure it's on the thumbnail because it's pretty epic. So we will have that. And spoiler alert, it's during harvest, which you guys know that we're buying a harvester. All right, I can't hide it. You guys already know what we're doing. We're buying a harvester. But to get the harvester and the configuration I want, it's about $800,000 if you include the header into that cost. So it is quite pricey. So yeah, quite pricey. Look how fast this field got done. Ridiculously fast. This is awesome. And I still kept the other fertilizer spreader because I figured we could probably still use it when we have a bunch of fields to fertilize. But this one will obviously be our primary one now. And we could even eventually maybe get a second one of these. We'll see. It'd be nice to have 2 of these. I think that would really speed things up. But yeah, okay. That was really quick. Honestly, we really can't even justify 2 of these. But maybe just for funsies. Okay. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I just want to bring you back in for that. So I did end up... there's so many fields. I guess we could also... No, don't get too carried away. I said this could just be our barley field or something like that, but it's almost too big. What's in this field? Wheat? Yeah, we don't want it. Okay, anyhow, I'm not going to try not to buy any more things while we're doing our thing. And I think after selling these 3, this was only a little bit more money, so it didn't cost us a whole lot to really switch from these 4 fields over to this one, because 52, 50, so that's 102. That's 149, 159, 162. And that was, oh, shoot, that's way more money. Am I crazy here? Did I think I'd spent, oh, never mind. Well, it was not an easy switch over. It was expensive, but my math skills are not right. Maybe I was considering it. Maybe I was also, I think, in considering this in the value to do total amount of soybeans, I think, for the size. But obviously, we already bought that. So, and we're not going to get rid of that. So, anyhow, that's what I got for you guys. I am going to keep getting potatoes planted here. Yeah, and get all the sorghum planted, which is about done up there at least. And I'll bring you guys back in probably during harvest. All right, welcome back in, everyone. It is July, which means our wheat field, right down here where we're at, and all of our barley fields are ready to harvest. So, let's hire this worker. And let's hire this worker. Boom. They're harvesting wheat, doing their thing. No big deal. Okay, they can do that. They can handle that. Those guys are working. Now it is time for Operation Harvester, as I will call it for the immediate future. We are going to buy the Dream Harvester. I've already talked about it. I want this guy. Ridiculous. 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 I actually like the wheel setup it comes with. We're going to do number 1 on it, because that's awesome. Patriot Plot. Murica, because that's awesome. LED bar. Yeah, because that's awesome. Attachers, rear attacher. Like a rear hitch. Yeah, we best put that on there, because we'll probably have to maybe tow the header around. Maybe not. I don't know. Well, I guess if we want to get it on our island, we might have to do something about that. Grain tank. Not that one. But this one's the big Mac Daddy-O. Pipe went longest possible pipe, which I think is the 50 foot. 60 foot! Oh, no way. That's awesome. Yeah, well, the 60 foot one. That's epically long. Okay, no GPS needed. This thing is very, actually not, that's not too much for the upgrades. Rim color. No, I'm good with the standard on that, I think. Okay. Yeah, we're buying it. Ridiculous, I know. Now, we need a big old header to go with it. And I know just the header. Got some big headers in here now. Now, I did think about doing one of the honeybees. 18.3 meters, 15.2, 213,000 for that. Or 18.2 meters for 167,000. 18.3. I'm between them. I'm between them. I really am. Crop dividers, canola knives. We don't really need the canola knives on there. Crop dividers were fine. I just don't know which one is going to go over the crops better. Carry wind system. Don't really need that. Height control. Does that actually, like, it gives us the ability to control it. So I guess that... Oh, man, I'm torn. This is 214, so it's $70,000 more. You know what? Let's just go all out. Let's buy this bad boy as well. Because to heck with it. I've never used one of the Honey Flex header things. So we're doing it. Oops, and I just ran over our new header. This is an epic harvester setup right here. Yeah, we might have to leave the headers. Think back to our farm. We might have to leave the headers, Did we get them? I was going to leave them out here, but... We might have to buy, like, a small plot of land somewhere. Store our harvesters on. Or our headers on. Dude, they're huge. They're huge. We might be buying one of our small plots back. There's a few small plots through here. We could get, like, this little guy. Well, it would make more sense to be somewhere out. I don't know, somewhere out here. Maybe we build, like, a shed over there. I know we don't own that land. I mean, technically we own it, I guess, but we don't really own it. I don't know. We'll think about it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, what we should do with our headers. I don't really want to buy a header trailer, but I definitely could. There are some big header trailers that come with those mod packs that can do these things. This guy's going straight up to that massive field. I gotta be careful. This thing is huge. Now, one question I was gonna say, is that pipe gonna go over the edge of it? Yeah, I'm glad we did the 60-footer. The 50-footer would probably barely be over that. That's crazy. This is absolutely insane. This is the most expensive harvester I have ever used in Farming Simulator 22. Or 19, I think, period. I think it's the most expensive harvester I've ever bought, like, in a legit gameplay series. Or actually ever. I just have never used one this big. And they say, well, maybe not this big, because to be fair to the twin screws, they have a higher capacity than this, but this thing is going to cook through fields because of how wide this header is. If we get a set of, like, 2 or 3 of these, oh, the fields are done. Given this is the setup that we have here is $900,000. That's ridiculous. Oh, I gotta unfold the header? My bad. Unfold the harvester probably too. It's unfolding. There we go. Just took it a minute. Oh, we don't want straw. Let's go ahead and... Well, it says enable it. We want to disable it. Let's see if it has straw right now. Nope, we're good. We're good. It's happening. This thing is insane. Let's put that pipe away. I don't need that out right now. That is insane. Absolutely ridiculous. The swath that this thing takes off the field, I mean, compared to those guys, what are those 12-meter headers? This is almost double. Not even close, I guess. It's like 1.5 times, so not ridiculous. We'll still hold on to the 2 corkscrew harvesters. or the twin screws or whatever they're called, because we have a lot to harvest anyways. We'll hold on to those until we can replace them with case harvesters, I think. I'd like to get 2 more, maybe, of these case harvesters. Maybe we need like we might have to just buy like field 10 back and then build a harvester shop on there and then just keep our harvesters here. And then we can work our way. How are we going to get down here? There's bridges. Well, even if we have to I think we're just going to have to buy a header trailer. I think it's just going to have to come down to, because of the river, we're going to have to go across it. So I could use F12 to teleport them across, but nah, why not? Why not spend the money on a header trailer? Anyhow, that's what I got for you guys. This is the end of the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.